Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is something I've always wanted to do, but I never had a reason to do it until recently. And that is awkward convention stories. Now, I've only been to about 4 conventions so far in my life, so I don't have much experience. However, I've had some awkward experiences, some stick out more than others. This is in no way, shape, or form trying to bash or embarrass anybody. I'm not going to give too much information about them away, because that would be really rude and messed up. But I think it's also important to share awkward experiences. And if you just happen to be one of the people mentioned, hello, how's it going? It was ASIN 2017. I don't really, well, I do remember what day it was, but like I said, I want to be as vague as possible so I don't like give certain things away. It was one of the days that I was dressed up as Kakashi, and I was hanging out with Victor, and we were outside walking around, and then Victor stopped to have a cigarette, and Victor, Christian, and I were standing there and we were hanging out, and this guy came up and he was dressed as a character that's near and dear to me, and he's like, "Oh hey, how's it going?" And I was like, "Hello, how's it going?" And he's like, "Oh, it's really great to see you." And this guy was acting like we were lifelong friends, and I was like, did I go to high school with this guy? Like, are we online mutuals? Like, did we meet over the weekend? Like, I honestly felt so bad because I was like, who is this guy? And so Victor and Christian start talking to themselves because they're like, oh, like, this is Celeste's friend, like, we'll let them converse. And I have no idea who this guy is, and there were 2 things that made me uncomfortable. He would refer to me as my character Kakashi from Naruto, and he'd be like, "Oh dude, remember an episode blah 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 when you blah blah blah," and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was pretty cool," you know, because I mean, some people when they're doing their cosplay and stuff like that, like, they're in character. Like my friend Matt, who does an amazing Joker, like when he is Joker, he is in character, you know. Some people do that. I don't have talent for that. I just dress up, man. So I was like, oh, like he's talking to me like I'm Kakashi, cool. And I was like, oh yeah, like it was really cool. And then you remember when you know, Orochimaru and all this kind of stuff, and he's like, yeah. And then remember when, and I was like, so I was like, all right, like cool. But then he would start talking to me like I was me. I'm Celeste. And the way that he was switching out between character and real life started to actually really confuse and mess with me, because I didn't know if I was supposed to be a character or if I was supposed to be just plain old Celeste. And then he starts talking about the 18+ room, and I was like, what? And he's like, oh yeah, I was in the 18+ room, like I was in there for 6 hours. And I was like, and he's like, yeah, it was great, it's a really good time in there, like, did you go in the 18+ room? And I was like, no, I did not make my way towards that room this weekend. Like, I didn't even know that room was there until yesterday, you know. And he's like, oh, I spent so much time in there, like I wish I knew that it was there on Friday, because like, oh, it's such a great room. And as he's saying it's such a great room and how much fun he had, he kept getting like closer and closer and closer to me. And I was like, like I'm like leaning back, like trying to politely show that like I was getting uncomfortable, and he wasn't picking up on it. And so I have this guy talking to me in and out of character, talking to me about porn and hentai and how he loves tentacles and all this kind of stuff, and I'm just like, so I'm like looking at my friends every time he like looks down or like looks over his shoulder or something. I'm looking at Victor. I'm like, help me, and I'm not even paying attention. I'm looking at Christian. I'm like, and they're not even seeing it. I'm just like, yes, see this. So then Victor and Christian, they're like, hey, like, we'll let you catch up with your friend. We're gonna go back inside. I was like, oh, we're all going back inside? Like, us three? This triangle? Three. There's three of us, like, us three, we're going inside, yeah. Well, it was really nice talking to you. He's like, oh, you're going so soon? I was like, yeah, we got things to do, people to see, places to go, like, sorry. And he was like, well, it's so great seeing you, and he hugs me. And I'm like, there's this inside joke with Asen where well, it's not even really an inside joke because it's not funny. People just don't shower at Asen, and I don't know why. He hugs me, and I'm just like, ooh, like, this guy was a little ripe, and I was like, nice seeing you too, bye. And like, we go in, and I'm like, Victor, why didn't you save me? And he's like, what do you mean, why didn't I save you? And I'm like, I had no idea who that guy was, and I was like, help me. And he goes, I did not see that. He's like, I am so sorry. Like, and now ever since then, like, for the most part, we all stick very closely together, and we all keep a very close eye on each other because of the odd guy outside. I don't want to call him creepy because I'm sure he was a sweetheart, but it was like, I don't know. I would never go up to a person I didn't know acting like I knew them and then just start talking about porn. I don't know, that's just me. Like, if that's you, like, power to you, man. That ain't me. That ain't me. Here is the story that like, the main reason I'm making this video. I have been battling since Wizard World to make this video, but it's honestly a funny story. So, it's Wizard World Day 2, and I was dressed up as my Joker Quinn, and I'm taking pictures with the Harleys that come up to me because, like, hey man, I love the Harleys. Like, I don't really care if people say, like, oh hey, you're Harley Quinn. It's like, sure, I'm Harley Quinn. Technically I'm Joker, but hey, I look like Harley. I really don't care. But like, I love when the Harleys come up to me and they're like, Puddin', and I'm like, don't call me Puddin'. But like secretly inside I'm like, yes, please call me Puddin'. I am your Puddin', like, love me. Anyways, so I'm dressed up as my Joker Quinn, and I'm taking pictures with Harleys and stuff like that. So I'm standing there with this cute guy who's like dressed as this male version of Harley Quinn, and he killed it. He looks so good. And so we're standing there, we're posing, and this chick walks by. She looks at us up and down, and she starts yelling, boo. Not like boo, like boo, 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 like pointing and being obnoxious. And like, I didn't realize it at first, and he looked over and like ignored her, and I'm like looking at her as I'm posing, like, I don't know if you just heard that, but my neck just totally cracked. But like, I was giving her the crazy eyes. Like, first off, like, before I continue my story, who the do you think you are booing someone's cosplay? That is so messed up. I don't care if the person is dressed as Iron Man and they have boxes that are painted. That's Iron Man. You don't fucking judge them. Not everybody can afford EVA foam, Warbler, God knows what else you can make that shit out of. Not everyone can afford that. If they're having fun and they made a costume, go them. They're wearing it proud. They're having fun. Who the hell are you to tell them that they look like shit or so-and-so did it better? Like, if you can think that to yourself. And you know what? If your friends are okay with it, you guys can talk about it amongst yourself. But announcing it publicly, booing someone publicly, that is just really messed up. Okay? I don't care who you are. That's really fucked up. And that was the first time I've ever experienced that, like, elitism and bashing and just bullshit in a, like, in this community. And it, like, honestly kind of threw me for a loop. I can go and I can do exactly what she did to our cosplays. I'm not gonna bash her cosplay at all. but she had no room to boo us. Anyways, so I get that not everybody likes new Harley Quinn Suicide Squad. I get people prefer classic Jester Harley Quinn from Batman the Animated Series. It has their different preferences, okay? You don't have to like everything. You know, like I didn't like when they first put Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad with her like lace-up corset, and it was, I hated that shit. I still hate that shit. But, you know, I'm not gonna boo and say yuck to like other cosplayers doing it. I'm not gonna shame someone if they like that, because that's just messed up, man. I'm giving this girl the crazy eyes because she's booing us. Well, she's booing him. First she was just booing him, and I was like, I was about to go over there and like knock her over the head with my 3D printed gun. And then she looks at me up and down and she realizes like what I am, and she goes, boo! And I'm like, this girl is testing me, like, okay, I see you. There was a meetup for DC cosplayers. I see the girl, and she's on stage with us. And I look at her and I go, hey, like, who knew today was gonna be leg day, right? Cause like, bro, I'm like 5'8"-ish, 5'9", like it's always different when I go to the doctor, and I was wearing heels. So like, I'm a solid like 6 footer-ish in those heels. I felt super tall. So I'm like kind of crouching down, like I feel really awkward, and I see the chick that booed me, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna be the bigger person. And I look at her and I try to crack a joke, and she fucking hisses at me. She hisses at me, and I'm like, okay, I'm really gonna hit this girl with my 3D printed gun soon. So, cause like, I'm a very, to get me genuinely upset, it takes a lot. I get heated really fast, but like I was genuinely getting really upset by this. Right at the end, we're all getting off stage, and I look, and she's gone. She's gone. She's not on stage anymore, and I was like, ooh, she got lucky. I get off stage, and I go up to Ryan, and I'm like, hey, and he goes, oh, hey, you know how I have these friends that sometimes come to conventions? Well, one of them was on stage with you. And I said, oh, really? And he goes, yeah, she was the one dressed up as blank. And I said, she's been. That's not what I said. I called her a way worse name. And he goes, oh, so you met her? And I go, sort of. I go, so that's your friend, huh? And he goes, well, like from my past, he goes, I knew she went to conventions, and like we go to conventions, so I figured we'd run into each other sooner or later. I go, she's the one who booed me. And I go, so if we see her, you should definitely introduce me as, oh, and this is my girlfriend, the one that you booed. Moral of this story, besides don't be a dick and judge other people's cosplays, and I can go on about that, is you never know who is the person in cosplay. I don't always look like myself in cosplay. Not everybody looks like themselves in cosplay. You don't know who the person is. I could be your boss. Okay, so this girl boos me, she hisses at me, she's so mean to me for no reason, literally no reason, and then I find out that she used to be friends with my boyfriend, and this is the girl, well, one of the girls, that he was like, hey, one of my older friends goes to conventions, we should see if we can see them because that would be fun. Well, that's not fun anymore because I don't want to meet this girl because she hissed and she booed, and she's exactly what I hate. She's a judgmental bitch. She booed a kid's cosplay and ooh. I said I wasn't gonna get mad. I said I wasn't gonna get mad, and guess what? I got mad. I got very, very, very mad. I mean, besides that, conventions are great. Conventions are amazing. They're a way to get away from like the real life and just have fun. It's like a vacation. God, I love conventions. Also, I will be at Con Alt Delete 2017 in December with my friends. I for sure will be there Friday and Saturday. I probably will not be there Sunday, and this is by no means set in stone. We are talking about going to Wizard World Peoria because that's a new thing, and it's only about 2.5 hours away from all of us. So we're thinking about going down there for just Saturday, and possibly YumiCon in Detroit. I think it's either gonna be like Wizard World or that. I'm not sure. That one's just kind of up in the air. It's probably just gonna be like a one-day thing. Also, I hit 1,000 followers on Instagram. And I don't know, that's just like super crazy to me. I know like 1,000 followers isn't that much to some people, but like that's a lot to me, and it honestly means so much. And I hit 500 subscribers on YouTube. And like, yes, that's not a lot at all, but like, that means so much to me. Like, you all mean so much to me. Those of you who watch my content, who leave comments, who thumbs up, who share my content. I see you. I see each and every one of you, and it means so much to me. Thank you guys so much for your love and your support. It honestly means the world to me, and I don't know how to put it into words. Wow. I really hope that you guys continue to grow with me and my channel and to see the places I go. I really like vlogging, and I also really like sitting here and talking to you guys. Like, I really didn't feel like bringing out the backdrop. I just wanted to, like, literally all I did was take my ring light out and plug my camera in, and that's what we're doing. Like, I don't know, what time is it? It is 11:30 at night, and once this video's over, I'm taking this makeup off, I'm going to bed. I have work in the morning, dude. Thank you guys. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you for all of the love and support. It means so much to me. So, if you guys liked this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.